Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Kansas Pats Talk Patriots podcast. Here today, we're going to recap the Commanders and the Patriots game from last night. Oh, man, what a game, man. First time the Patriots put up 40-something points in a preseason game in a long time. The Patriots beat the Commanders at a final score, 48-18. Dominant performance. I think from the opening kickoff, Travion Henderson taking a kick and scoring on that, scoring, it kind of set the tone for the night. And we got to see last night just how dynamic Travion Henderson, the our pick in this draft is going to be for us. We got to see it last night. Our second round pick, Travion Henderson. We got to see last night how dynamic he was going to be for us. He's explosive, and you see when he gets the ball in his hands, you just can see. We're going to get to that and much more here shortly. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the content, to the Kansas Pat Start YouTube, and make sure you are sharing the content. Please hit that like button on YouTube. On YouTube. Don't take with a second. Make sure you are sharing the content. Share the content with a friend, and then also make sure you are subscribed to the Kansas Pat Start YouTube. Hit the subscribe button right up there, man. I appreciate it. But Travion Henderson, I want to start with Travion. What a game! And just not even just the kickoff, scoring there, going up 7-0, and us getting a stop. Henderson just on the sweep. We ran like the Josh McDaniel offense is back. We ran a bunch of sweeps last night to Travion Henderson and Monte Stevenson. I'm gonna get to Monte Stevenson shortly. He played really good, but Travion Henderson, you could just see the juice he got when he gets that ball in his hand. He's explosive. Like you just can't. He is just so freaking explosive. It's crazy. It's night and day difference than what you used to seeing with Monte Stevenson. Like when Travion Henderson gets that ball in his hand, he's gone. He has a chance to take to the house every time. He could be a home run hitter every time he gets the ball. I mean, it's a chance he's going to take it and take it a distance and put six on the board. So, like I seen with Travion Henderson, the offensive line, that offensive line played real good. I know Will Campbell gave him a sack, but I'm gonna start with Trey May. He threw the ball 5 times. It was 3 for 5, 12 yards. Won't nothing really going on downfield. Stephon Diggs didn't play. Hunter Henry played. Austin Hooper played, I believe, but they didn't really do much. It was really maybe just looking there, boom, checked it out. I think he had a pass. I think he threw a couple passes to Henderson. Might have thrown one to Monte Stevenson. But May didn't really hit the wide receivers last night. It's mainly just the running backs. The running backs really stole the show last night. I mean, Ethan Chisholm played pretty good. I think John Giles had a few catches. Ethan Chisholm probably gonna make the team. We're gonna get Ethan Chisholm here shortly. But I think Drake May performance was I give it a B. I give it a B minus last night. I mean, five. It's tough to really grade it off of just five off 2 series, 5 total passes. He rushed for a touchdown. He had a couple runs, ran for a first down, and ran for a touchdown. We knew he can do that. Didn't really get much going downfield. Matt Hollins was covered deep on a deep pass. So nothing really was going on down there, but the fumble. I do want to get to that turnover. Now, a lot of people are probably going to harp on May for that, and which they should. You got to get rid of that ball. You cannot hold that ball. If you know he knew he was going, they just eat the ball, eat it, take the sack, and live another day. Don't just try to force it or throw it. He tried to throw the ball and it messed around being a fumble. And Vrabel talked after in the press conference, the post game press conference, he talked about it. He said May's gonna have to be better at that. He knows it. We're gonna need We're gonna need much better for him than doing that right there. And that's what Vrabel hinted at, and that's what Vrabel said during the open press conference when he was first hired to the team. He said he wanted to be aggressive, not reckless. He was pointing at Drake May. I don't think Mike Vrabel's gonna put up with a lot of that. I don't. He's not gonna put up with it because like. I just don't think they're gonna be able to put up with it. May got away with it last year because it was a bad roster, a bad team, bad coaching, and everybody kind of gave him like a pat on the back and said, "Hey, you know what? Good job, man. We know we're not good around you right now." This year, he's not gonna get that same flack. Those turnovers, those careless turnovers, those are the ones you can't have. Now he did throw interception, but he fumbled the ball. That was a fumble, and I actually thought it looking at it live, it was an incomplete pass. I think Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, they blew the block or something. The guy on the hook was the edge, the defensive end or defensive tackle on the Commanders got May's ankle and tried to bring him down. May tried to fight it off, and keep trying to play. And then he messed around and tried to throw it, and it was a fumble. It came out of his hand. Can't have that, man. You can't put your defense in a situation like that. So that's gonna be the thing I'm looking for May this year. Can he cut down the turnovers, live another day, take what the defense is giving him? And that's what Josh McDaniels and that's what Mike Vrabel is going to drill that into him. And you can tell that they're kind of drilling that into him because he mentions it a lot. Vrabel mentioned it again last night. So it's a big year for May in terms of taking care of the ball. We know you can run it. We know you can make these highlight throws and plays, but we want you to play within the system, play within the scheme and whatnot. So that's what they want to see if May can do that. He got to cut down the turnovers. He's going to have to. They're not going to give him that same flack that they gave him last year because that was, like I said, it was a bad team, bad roster, bad coaching. You're not going to get it this year. You got better talent around you. You got better coaching around you. It's a better system, better supporting cast around you now. So they're not going to really put up with that this year. And I could just see Vrabel post-game last night. He was kind of pissed off a little bit. And Vrabel's a guy, he's been like, he's had this, just his body language sometimes, Vrabel can go, it just seems like, but Vrabel has like an attitude on him too. You can see it, and I like it. I like his demeanor, and I think the team needs that. So I want to see what happens from there. May they got joint practice next week against Minnesota. We get into that next week in a later episode. But I did want to talk about May a little bit. I thought the wide receivers, for the most part, Kyle Williams was open a lot, but Josh Dobbs could not hit him. He could not get Kyle Williams the ball to save his life. So that the wide receiver didn't get much from wide. Ethan Chisholm played pretty good, had 5 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Had the last touchdown of the night. No, that was Lamb Larrison. But Ethan Chisholm, I thought Ethan Chisholm played pretty good. Caught just about everything that went his way. The offensive line was solid. On these wide receivers, I think right now you got Diggs, Pop Douglas, Kayshawn Booty, they're locks. Matt Holland's going to be there. Kyle Williams going to be there. Javon Baker didn't get much for him last night. He did have a couple tackles as a gunner on special teams. And I think Ethan Chisholm, depending on what he does next week in Minnesota, Ethan Chisholm going to be there. So Jaylen Pope got hurt. And they're probably going to put Jaylen Pope on IR. I can see Jaylen Pope going to IR. That's what I think, man. He got hurt on a reverse in the red zone. He tried to stiff on one of the Commanders' DBs or whatnot. And they brought him on tackle. I think his wrist just went straight into the ground. He messed up his wrist or shoulder. Nothing has came out yet as I made this video. Nothing has came out yet about the injury. But the way he reacted and the way he was holding his shoulder, it definitely doesn't look good. Definitely does not look good for him. So they're probably going to IR him, just put him on the shelf for the rest of the season, try again next year. That way they ain't got to worry about cutting him, and he doesn't take up a roster spot. He ain't even kind of gets right. They can just put him on IR for the year. So that's going to be a situation worth monitoring. I thought Will Campbell looked real good last night, other than that one play that he gave up the sack, whatever that was, if that was a miscommunication between him and Jarrett Wilson or whatnot, but the pressure came from their side. They gave the sack to May. I thought Will Campbell was solid, especially in run blocking. He was very solid, especially in the run blocking, in the run game. Josh Dobbs still on the offense. Josh Dobbs, very erratic last night. Had Kyle Williams open a couple of times, could not hit him to save his life. Had some high balls. He did score a touchdown on a crazy play, but other than that, Josh Dobbs was very erratic. He was very bad last night. Let me see. Stephon Diggs did not play. Monty Stevenson looked good. Like he had some added juice last night. He looked real good in the game last night. I like what I seen from Monty. He had like 7 carries for 30-something yards. He looked like old Mondre. He didn't fumble the ball last night. Monty Stevenson looked real good. Like I seen from Monty Stevenson. Antonio Gibson ran the ball. All the running backs looked good. From Travion Henderson to Mondre Stevenson, Antonio Gibson. Lamb Larrison even came and scored a touchdown. Antonio Gibson ran a linebacker over, I think, or maybe a DB. All the running game looked good. Offensive line looked good. It looked like a Josh McDaniels offense last night. You saw a lot of sweeps and you saw a couple of screens. So those are back. I like what I seen last night from the offense. That's it for the still on the offense. Woodridge came in. I think he was the best quarterback last night. He threw the touchdown to Ethan Chisholm. On the Chisholm play, it was a bobble. It was like a pass deflection, and Chisholm called it, scored for a touchdown. He had a couple nice other throws to John Giles. I think Ben Woodridge was the best quarterback last night. I actually thought he was the best quarterback last night. Also, the offensive line didn't give up no sacks. Only 1 sack last night. On that May play, that was it. Offensive line was very solid last night. I think Marcus Bryant played good. Layden Robinson got some plays. He got some time last night. Demontre Jacobs, he had a couple blocks last night in the run game. So I thought the offensive line was very, very good last night. Moving on to the defense. Pass rush. I didn't like what I seen from the pass rush. They had 1 sack from Jahvaree Ritzie, and that was late in the game. So I actually thought the pass rush could have been a little better. Now, keep in mind, Harold Landry didn't play. Christian Barmore didn't play. Chason didn't play. But Keon White was out there. Yeah, Keon White was out there. I like what I seen from Truman Jones. Truman Jones played real good last night. Had a couple of pressures, a couple of tackles. He made a couple of plays last night. Keon White was there. He got some pressures, but they didn't get home. They didn't get no sacks. And keep in mind, they was playing against the Commanders' second string offensive line for the most part. So I wish I would have seen more for the pass rush, but you did have three starters that wasn't out. The three main contributors to the play. Cause I know to the defense. Harold Landry's going to start and White's going to start. Barmer's going to start. Chason's probably not going to start. He's probably going to be like a sub rush on third down. So I actually thought they would have been better if some of those guys would have played. So I'm not going to trip on it too much. But the fact is, didn't get much from the pass rush last night. I thought linebackers were flying around the ball. I thought they could have been better against the run last night. Their run game, I mean, they kept getting to the edges. And I don't know Washington's total numbers right now, but I actually thought the run defense wasn't as great and the tackling wasn't good. So got to work on that next week going into Minnesota for joint practices and the game next Saturday against the Vikings. Also, the secondary, I thought the secondary was solid. Alex Austin played pretty good, had a couple of pass deflections. Miles Battle was solid. He was real good. He might make the team. DJ James had an interception. He gave up a few catches, but he made the tackles. But he actually made a play last night. Got an interception last night. I think it was two interceptions last night. DJ James had an interception, and Jaylen Pope had an interception. So two interceptions last night. Defense got some turnovers last night. So I like that. Like what I seen from the defense overall 48-18 dominance. It was a dominant, and like I said, Washington didn't really play no starters. So I'm pretty sure it would have been different if both stars would have played. Not gonna say who would have won, don't know that, but it would have been different. But I like the fact that was a good win last night to get the Mike Vrabel era off with a 1-0 start in the preseason, with the way they won, the way they played in that game, and the way they dominated for the most part. I think that was good. That was good just to kind of set the tone for the season, man. So I like what I seen last night overall. Just the main thing is just, I mean, I think in back to the wide receivers, Ethan Chisholm, real quick, if he plays good next week in joint practice against Minnesota, if he shows up next week in Minnesota, has a good game, I think he has solidified his spot as a wide receiver. He will be on the team. I think he got one more week to show it. I think Ethan Chisholm is going to be there. They're going to IR Jaylen Pope, and I think Kendrick Bourne, he might just get flat outright released. If probably he's not back by next week. Got his foot or ankle rolled up last week in joint practice, so he's kind of behind the eight ball now. He was already struggling prior to that. So don't know what's next for Kendrick Bourne and Jaylen Pope. Ethan Chisholm, big night for Chisholm, Len Larson. I think my takeaway from last night, this rookie class is going to be very involved this year. They're going to get some big time contributions from the rookie class. Kyle Williams showed even though he didn't catch a pass, he was getting open. Josh Dobbs couldn't get it to him. He was out there a lot till like the third quarter. Jarrett Wilson, Will Campbell were out there a lot. Ethan Chisholm, Len Larson, they was out there. I thought Braden Swinson had a solid game too. He had a couple of rushers. I like what I seen for him. Joshua Farmer, like Craig Woodson, the safety. Like this rookie class is going to play a lot this year. And if they can get some big time contributions from this rookie class, the sky's the limit for this team. So that's the main takeaway from it. Travion Henderson, like we're in the opening kickoff and having some nice runs last night. This rookie class, I think they hit on this draft class. I think they hit so far because the rookies are playing. They look real good. So the kicking game looked real good. I think the kickers made every kick. John Parker, Romo, and Andrew Borgalis, both of them look good. So that kicking competition is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the kicking competition. But overall, I think the team played well. Got to clean up some things and go from there. But next week they will have joint practices against the Minnesota Vikings. I think the joint practice will be probably Wednesday and Thursday, or either Tuesday and Wednesday, and the game will be next Saturday at 1:00. So, but overall, good performance by the team. 1-0 in the preseason, now on the Minnesota, man. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the content. Make sure you are sharing the channel. Make sure you're sharing the content. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. The thumbs up. Don't take but a second. Hit that like cut. Give me that thumbs up, man. Make sure you are sharing the content. Please share the content. Make sure you subscribe to the Ken's Pats Talk YouTube, man. We're going to have some fun this year. I didn't start the watch parties this week because it's preseason. Working on some things, but I will be starting the watch parties week 1 will be going live during the game. On a Sunday and Monday, Thursday, whenever the Pats play, I will be going live, man, doing like a little play-by-play watch party for the game, man. Can't wait. We're going to have some fun this year. So let's get to it, man, guys. Appreciate it, and go Pats.